And you've worked with leaders all over the world and in all industries, from the Girl Scouts to GE to Unilever and what have you. What do you find is the biggest challenge as one is trying to step into one's authenticity and lead from that space? What do you find is the most difficult part of taking that step?
For all of us, it comes down to courage. Look, there's three types of courage. There's the physical courage, and when we see the soldiers who protect his fellow by taking the bullet and then gets the award. Or there's the moral courage, where someone in leadership takes responsibility for what happened on their watch, even though they weren't involved. But the one that we all deal with is what's called psychological courage. And psychological courage is when we do something because it's more noble and more important than how we're feeling on the inside. Whether it's giving a speech, or crossing the street to take care of somebody who fell, or whatever that may be, it's that moment where we feel nervous on the inside, and at the same time we act. And we act because something is much more important. So in some ways, I think that's the thing that when I've interviewed people and talked to them about when they were stepping into their authenticity, what was the most challenging, that's it. The article that I wrote on From Purpose to Impact, there's two parts to the article. One part is about what is your purpose as a leader and what is not a purpose. But the second part is how do you translate into how are you going to show up in 5 years, in 2 years, in 1 year, in 6 months, in 30 days? Because the real question becomes is how are you going to live it? And I think for all of us, the real challenge is the world we live in today has so much that is inauthentic. And the question then becomes is how are we going to stand in that? What's our relationship to it? And in some ways, that's the most challenging part of this.